Because if you're trying to start a business and you're operating based on unsound truths, then you're gonna make some really costly mistakes. What's going on, everyone? Samir Chibane here, founder of the e-com incubator, where we help people start and scale their e-commerce businesses. All right, and in today's video, we're going to be covering the 4 entrepreneurial fallacies that can really hinder your success. Right now, if you don't know what a fallacy is, it is a mistaken belief that is pretty much based on unsound truths. All right, and it can lead you to make some very irrational decisions. All right, so make sure you stay tuned all the way for this video, because if you're trying to start a business, all right, and you're operating based on unsound truths, then you're gonna make some really costly mistakes. All right, and at the end of the day, your current situation right now, whether it be your personal situation or your business's situation, it is really just the sum of previous decisions that you have made. All right, or is the total of a sum of decisions that you have made up until this day. And Tony Robbins really talks deeply about this, but let's dive right into it. Right, the first fallacy I want to touch on is the idea of, or the fallacy of the big idea. Right, there's a fallacy rooted in everyone that in order for us to become very successful or rich, we often have to have the next Facebook or the next Apple or the next big idea. But if we really were to look at some of the most successful companies around today, they often were not the first to that idea. All right, they usually just kind of crept along and did everything better. All right, and so keep that in mind. All right, there's plenty of ways that you can start making money today, and you can start a business today just by really looking at a business or a product and realizing that, hey, I can do this a little bit better. So for example, at our workshop this weekend, we had a mentor of mine, Dan Fleischman, who's one of the youngest people to take a company public. All right, he took a company public when he was 23 years old. And he literally talks about how he has made a boatload of money and built a lot of great startups just by realizing that, hey, there's a lot of demand for this product or service, but they are not really doing it to the best ability. So he'll come in the market and do it a little bit better, whether it be looking at Amazon reviews or customer reviews of that product or service, and just really listening to the customer in the market and what they're asking for. All right, which brings me to the second fallacy, which is the idea of build it and they will come. Now, this is the problem that a lot of entrepreneurs have, where they think that, hey, if I build the best product or I build the best, company, then people are gonna come find it, right? So you have a lot of great e-commerce brands out there, for example, that have great products, they have great brands, but they don't know how to get those brands and products in front of the right customers. So we're able to come along and help them actually bring they to their product or service, all right, which is bring them customers to their website, all right, and get them to actually buy their product or service. So, there's a great opportunity right now for people who have this skill sets, all right, of being able to bring great products and services in front of the ideal customers, all right. And so we make a couple $1,000s a month retainer from several clients just by simply helping them get their product and service in front of their ideal client, all right? Because they're so good at building the product, and that's really their main passion. They have absolutely no skill set in Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. So we're able to help them bring their products and services over to their ideal customer, all right? And there's obviously opportunity for you there as well. The third fallacy is making goals without a plan, all right? So a lot of people out there, a lot of entrepreneurs out there really tend to focus on the number that they want to be making a month. And so they write down on their goals. For example, I write down my goals every single morning, but I make sure that when I write down a number or goal, I also write down the strategy of how I'm going to achieve that as well, right? So if you have a goal of making $10,000 a month, don't just leave it at that. Actually mention and clarify and get clarity on what your strategy is. So maybe you'll take advantage of what we just talked about, which is helping e-commerce stores and brands get their ideal or get their products and services in front of the ideal customer, that's a great strategy, all right? Matter of fact, if you can get 2 to 3 customers to pay you anywhere from $2,500 to $5K a month to simply help them run their Google ads, Facebook ads, and YouTube ads, then you can be making that $10,000 a month pretty easily, all right? But obviously you gotta have the skill sets to be able to do that. Last but not least is getting your knowledge from self-help books, all right? YouTube videos and courses. The truth is that a lot of, and by the way, I have tons of books, okay? So I'm not just talking here. At the end of the day, these books are really vague, okay? They're talking about things like, find your purpose, be yourself, and follow your passion. And so do a lot of these YouTube videos and also a lot of these courses. But the truth is that when it comes to trying to only taking those lessons and actually starting a business and actually creating a product, they're not really that applicable. And so there's a lot of people out there trying to start a business. For example, people who attend our workshops, which you can actually grab a ticket to the next either e-commerce workshop or e-com agency workshop by clicking down below. Even live stream passes, all right, if you can't make it, or maybe the tickets are a little bit above your budget at the moment and all the travels and expenses, you can also grab your live stream all access pass to them as well. But the whole point of the workshops, and really what you need to be focusing on beyond the vague advice that a lot of these books, YouTube videos, and courses provide, is actually specialized knowledge, all right, actionable data. Because you got a lot of people out there trying to start a business, but they don't know things like target audience. They don't know things like custom audiences. They don't know things like cost per conversion or unique selling mechanism or benefits versus features, or how to create omnipresence or email sequences, or how to increase lifetime customer value. Books and concepts and videos and courses are great, but you also need actionable and specialized knowledge to be able to actually achieve the goals that you set in stone beforehand, right? The third fallacy, right? Make sure you set a goal and the strategy, but on top of that, make sure you have this specialized knowledge and actionable data to act on that strategy and achieve that goal. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this video right here. Try to keep it real, short, sweet, to the point. And again, make sure you join us at one of our upcoming workshops. Love y'all. Again, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.